Hey folks, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Hopefully you're doing good. Today I'll be doing two episodes for you. First episode I would like to start with is fragrance from I think Charuto line, Pandora Sense. This is called Charuto Legal Reserve by Pandora Sense. Okay, this fragrance has been under my watch tower for a while. I mean, I wanted to get this so badly. This is a very affordable fragrance, by the way, and this is supposedly a take on my very favorite fragrance, which is my number one Amouage at this current moment, which is called Opus 14 Royal Tobacco. So this is a very expensive fragrance, under $400, and this is not really everybody's budget. So let's see if this fragrance Charuto, which they did before Tobacco Veni clone, perhaps few of the other ones, but this one is a new release. I just recently saw it, and I got this just to do the content. So time is around 6:30 approaching, and let's do a video. Okay, so this thing is 100 ml. Okay, and this fragrance I think is costing under $20, less than 20. It's in EDP concentration. This is how the box looks. The color matches the one in Amouage. They basically took sort of like inspiration from drew the inspiration, the color definitely, so just to make it very obvious. So anyway, this is the packaging, very simple packaging, but I like it. It's not bad, it's nice. And Paris Corner basically I think is owned by, could be Mohit Khatri from India. He started this brand long time back. The bottle looks just like the rest of them, like from this line. Too much writing for me. This part is just too much writing. It looks like someone took a pen and sort of like made the bottle a little bit messy. If this was all this color and the name was somewhere here, that would look much cleaner and nicer. But no issue. Looks kind of like Tom Fordish sometimes. Here is the base, and then it says Paris Corner. I mean, there's nothing to complain about the presentation apart from the writing. The cap sometimes can get a little bit hard, very hard sometimes to take it out. Yeah, sprayer works okay. Good short bursts, but it has consistency. So let's wear this a little bit on my skin. Let's just go one spray. Let's just go double, layer it. So this thing, let's see how it is. So official notes breakdown, I did not check what are the notes in there, and I also did not check that many other reviews, but I did notice many other reviewers, including some of my Bangladeshi fellow fragrance YouTube reviewers, talked about this. And I think Mushfiq Bhai and then few of the other reviewers, they talked about it, right? So this was hyped a little bit in Bangladesh, and a lot of people are interested because imagine under $20 you can buy something that's worth $400, right? So is it a good clone? How does it last? What does it smell like? How does it project? Which weather? I'm going to tackle all that. So first of all, wearing this, the longevity from this is not bad, but the one they cloned before this, the I think perhaps Tobacco Veni clone, Charuto something cigar, I forgot the name. It had a face of I think Che Guevara. I think Che Guevara. Okay, so those and the other one had more thickness. Like honestly speaking, this one felt a little bit lighter compared to those, but it's not bad. Longevity wise, I got in these high heat summers before the autumn starts, I got about 5.5 hours total longevity on my skin. So my skin is not the best. So because I have dry skin. So basically fragrances do not really push out that much. So I'm guessing like 5 to 6 hours range in high heat means equal to something like 6 to 7 hours in winter. On the clothes, maybe more. So performance wise, good. Now the as I was comparing this with the Tobacco Veni clone was a little bit more thicker. The presence was a little bit more. That's why I did double shot of this, so make it equivalent to one spray. So each spray, like each two sprays equivalent to one spray of the Tobacco Veni clone. I hope that is clear. Projection from this, okay, not bad. About 45 minutes I can detect it, 45 minutes around there, and then maybe up to 1 hour. But after the 1 hour it's going a little bit lighter. I can smell it, but the dry down, the strong feeling, like I'll just go head to head and see the bottle comparison. This thing with this, let's just put it this way, there's just no competition. Okay, first of all, there's just absolutely no competition between this and this in terms of power, in terms of composition, projection, and the way this smells. This is just light years ahead of this. So that's like a heartbreaking thing. Like it's not really like if you're gonna buy this and like, hey, you're gonna win a lottery, not like that. But what you're gonna get, good stuff, are you're gonna get something that smells like in the opening a little bit like the tobacco one. Royal, I keep saying perfect tobacco. Perfect tobacco is from ST Dupont. I also have that somewhere. That fragrance, I don't know where I kept it, but that fragrance basically is oh man, sorry, I have a very bad habit. If I say something, I have to get the bottle. Where is my bottle at? Yeah, perfect tobacco is this one. I keep saying perfect tobacco. This is ST Dupont's masterpiece. Okay, so that one is very sweet, by the way. So this one is missing or lacking the spices that I really love, the smoke, incense, leather, all those things that I get from Royal Tobacco. It's missing in this, but you get a little bit of sweeter take on tobacco. It's a synthetic opening. I get a little bit of a mixture of some things I like, some things I don't like. It smells like something like a fruity note mixes with that tobacco leaf, and a little bit of a little bit, just a touch, maybe something which is mild spice, but it's not really as spicy or as masculine as the Royal Tobacco. Is it Royal Tobacco? Yeah, it is Royal Tobacco. Let's just keep it Amouage. Okay. So the opening wise, I don't find them similar that much, but there is a hint of that tobacco note, which I also get in the amouage. It's there. The dry down, however, is a little bit more non-spicy version of the amouage one. So the similarity here is not striking. Okay. The sad thing is this is somewhat like 65 to 70% a replacement, or you can see inspired version of that, but I wish it had more. Okay, so performance wise, no issue. Projection wise, 7.5, but the comparison, like the this, how close is this to that, the similarity is 60-65%, not more than that. Okay, so that's to my nose, and it's an approximate, it's not a accurate measurement. So is it a bad thing? For the price that you pay, if you get a taste of Royal Tobacco, yes. But if you're thinking of nowadays, there's so many good clones coming out nowadays, $25-$30 you can get. Maybe they can do improvement on this DNA and make more smoky, and the spice especially, like I really like the incense spice, the smoke, which is lacking in here. So it's a more wearable daytime version of the Royal Tobacco. And longevity wise, Royal Tobacco lasts on my shirts like 3-4 days. Okay, even week I can smell it, but very mild dry down. So comparison, there's just no comparison. The performance is like, as I said, light years ahead. Quality wise, Amouage is so much better. So it's not really a reverse engineering. If they did reverse engineering, it kind of went not successful. Okay, so still I would say it's a decent tobacco fragrance for a price. It smells very decent on its own. This fragrance is a little bit powdery, maybe a touch of, what am I smelling? There's this tobacco leaf note that is kind of like you get from those synthetic, affordable designer perfumes like cigar or something, but better quality. So it is not a masterpiece quite, but it's a decent fragrance. And I think for students, those who are joining the game, instead of getting, this is going to be cheaper than 5 ml decant of the Royal Tobacco. So yes, it's just what you pay for is versus what you get is decent. Okay, so let's say in your country it's $15-$17, right? For that price, 100 ml juice is not an issue. You can use it throughout the year, like CK1 Shock that you use all year round. It's a wearable, not as heavy. This is that. But I would say if you wear this perfume, if you're gonna get like notice, perhaps you will get, but not like a very sexy notice like La Nuit de l'Homme, the one. These kind of fragrances are appreciated by only men. I can tell you just simple. Guys like this macho kind of masculine kind of fragrances. So this is gonna be a guy's man's man fragrance, right? But the quality wise, you have to think it's like overall it's like a 7 out of 10 fragrance, because you get good value. If this was 50 ml, it will still be a good value because it's like under $20, right? So 100 ml, under $20, decent release, nothing to crazy about, nothing to go and run and must buy, but it's a perfume that you can keep it in your workplace or somewhere, just for if you just feel like wearing something, you don't have anything with you, just put some decent cologne. Yeah, this is it, right? So you can wear it all year round and everything, but imagine it is not a compliment garner kind of fragrance. So my overall thought on this fragrance is it's a decent release, but I would not call this fragrance like a 100% dupe of the Amouage. Kind of like a little bit a subpar release, okay? But good fragrance on its own. If you don't compare it as a clone or something, it's a decent release. It's something you'd like to wear, but could be forgettable after maybe a year or something. People are not gonna go like, man, I need to get a vintage version of Charuto, right? That's not going to happen, right? So thank you very much for watching. Let's do a list, then we'll upload it, and have a nice day. Bye bye.